What is going on, y'all? Psych Perspectives, GeoFucks here, and I'm talking about a lot of things, okay? So today's video, I want to just highlight again, we need to do a mass labor strike, point blank, period. We need to do a mass labor strike across the USA, across the country, across the world, global labor strike. Now, in the USA, for example, the reason why I believe we should do a labor strike is, number one, we're constantly losing our rights. Every single day, it seems like the US Supreme Court is going behind scenes to take away basic human rights that many of us have been able to have for half a century or longer. You know, with Roe versus Wade being overturned, it isn't just about people having access to abortion. It's simply about privacy. It's also about bodily autonomy. You have people, and a lot of you have already mentioned this in the comment section, and I'm just going to highlight what some of you have already mentioned. A lot of you have already stated there's people who won't be able to get IVF treatments, aka fertilization treatments, for people who have difficulty becoming pregnant. They're able to get treatments so they can get assistance with being able to get pregnant and giving birth to their own children. Well, with Roe versus Wade being overturned, you just got rid of that option for that population of people. If people have, miscarriages, stillborns, I think it's ectopic pregnancies, they're unable to get abortions. Keep in mind, these are life-threatening situations where the fetus is literally stuck in the fallopian tube, which can lead to the person that's giving birth dying. Yet, we're going to be like, you know what? Let them die, because the fetus is more important than the actual human being. People who are raped, sexually assaulted, molested, raped, okay? Incest. They're unable to get abortions because, making the person who's already been, traumatized and brutalized through sexual assault, rape, incestual relationships, as if that's not enough suffering, we're also going to make you give birth to your rapist, or your family member who sexually assaulted you. We're going to make you give birth to that, to that. All of these things. And then again, I'm going to keep saying it. Bodily autonomy. The government should not have control over what you do with your body. And it's wild because you are the same group of people who kept screaming, "My body, my choice," when it came to wearing a mask or when it came to getting vaccinated against COVID. You guys made it very clear that, we shouldn't have to get vaccines and wear masks if we don't want to because it's my body, my choice. But yet, somehow, people have to tell you if they want to have an abortion or not, if they want to have a procedure. And then for people that are transgender, gender fluid, genderqueer, intersex, we lost our rights as well. You don't want us to get gender affirming care. Why should the government have a say-so on what type of medical procedures I have, but yet you don't have to get a vaccine? If it's my body, my choice for vaccines and masks, it's my body, my choice. If I decide that I want to have gender-affirming care, if I decide that I want to have an abortion, if I decide that I want to be on birth control and use contraceptives, that's my body, that's my choice. Miss me with the hypocrisy and the bullshit. Another reason why we need to consider doing a mass labor strike. Keep in mind, most of us are also still severely underpaid and overworked. I'm just gonna bring it up. I get paid $1,193 and some change every single 2 weeks, bi-weekly pay period. I make around $2,307 and some change, okay, a month, okay, because I get paid twice a month bi-weekly, okay. $2,300, okay? I have a master's degree, a bachelor's degree, and 2 associate's degrees. I got 8+ years of direct experience. The cost of living has skyrocketed, Inflation is skyrocketed. I went to Walmart yesterday to buy groceries and to prepare for the next barbecue. Because though I don't celebrate 4th of July. I haven't celebrated 4th of July on my own, I want to say, since 2014. I haven't done that in quite some time. However, it's a barbecue season. You know, we will barbecue. We will fellowship with family and friends and community, right? So I'm buying groceries. That was like $225. Where if this was 2, 3, 4 years ago, that would have been like $150, if that. So I just want to throw that out there. You know, I'm barely getting over $1,000 every 2 weeks. And I just spent a good section of that on food, you know, for the week, for us to get through the week and go into the following week, and then also buying food for the holiday, for the weekend when we do the barbecue. So, and then mind you, I had to put gas in my car. I put $40 in. Thank goodness I was already on a little over a quarter a tank. So it pretty much put me back to almost full, but not really. Still got like a quarter before I would be completely full. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, we are not paid living wages. You know, we're overworked. I worked this Saturday. This past Saturday, that was an 8-hour day for me. You feel me? So that's a 48, 50-hour week. You know, and then in my job, I have 2 titles. And then outside of those 2 titles, within the job itself, it's literally 6 to 7 different roles. So really, it's 6 to 7 different people who should be working the jobs, you know. But no, we're overworked, we're understaffed, we're underpaid. We need a labor strike. It don't make sense that these jobs are comfortable with paying us poverty pay. I mean, literally, here it is. And I'm gonna keep saying this, according to HUD in my area, according to HUD, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, I am considered low income for one person in my household. For 2 people in my household, we are basically damn near severely low income. Because it's like you have extreme low income, you have the mid-level, and then you have low income. So it's just a lot of stuff that I think about where I'm like, I am not being paid an adequate wage for my experience, for my education, for the amount of work that I have to do, for the cost of living. I mean, we are being underpaid, and it's ridiculous, right? And then this constantly having to be at work. I mean, my God, Saturday you at work. I basically only had one day to relax, and that was Sunday, and here it is Monday, and I'm right back at work. It's ridiculous. I am sick of this shit, you know? And then, I'm just gonna say it. As a Black American, African American, person of color, as a intersex, transgendered man, transmasculine person, as a working class, low income individual, why in the hell are we paying taxes when we don't have any equal representation, equitable representation? Why are we paying taxes when every single day you're learning that you're losing basic human rights? Why should I be patriotic for a country that doesn't give a damn about me? That's my whole point. Why am I paying taxes? What is the purpose of this? Because I'm not getting anything out of this. You just told me that I'm not a fucking human being because I'm intersex and I'm a transgender man. You just told me that I'm not a human being because I have a fucking uterus. You know, but yet I gotta keep working and working and working and paying taxes every damn step of the way for benefits that I don't get. You want me to be patriotic as an American, but you're treating me as a 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th and 9th and 10th class citizen. This is bullshit. Okay? It's absolute bullshit. And I'm tired of it. I'm going to call on it. We need a massive, countrywide, nationwide, worldwide, global labor strike. Shut this shit down. And that's real. Because it seems to me they only seem to understand when you hit them in the damn pocketbook. Because that's really all. This is really all about control. And that's another thing. I'm not Christian. So why are you allowed to enforce your bullshit ass religious views on everybody else? Land of the free, my ass. Ain't nothing free about this place. Y'all want to sit up here and talk about religious freedom, but yet you want to constantly use your religion to push unjust laws. Meanwhile, you got people that are Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, etc. You got non-religious folks, you got spiritual folks. Everybody got their own beliefs. How are you going to sit up here and put your religion over everybody else and then scream about religious freedom? Ain't shit free about this. Like I said, people, we got to stand up, we got to wake up, and we got to fight back. Stand up, fight back. When any of us are under attack, stand up, fight back. Because it's getting real. And then for all my LGBTQ plus alphabet gang, warrior, mafia gang, what's good? They are coming for marriage equality. They are aiming to take away your rights to be able to marry. Keep in mind, we've only had those for 7 years. That was June of 2015 when marriage equality was implemented. So you mean 7 years later, they're about to take away marriage from people? You know, and then also keep in mind, they're trying to police what type of sex you have, who you have sex with. They're trying to take away contraceptives. They don't want you to have condoms. They don't want you to have birth control. They don't want you to have IUDs. They don't want you to have anal sex, oral sex. They don't want you to be gay. They don't want you to be trans. They don't want you to live. They don't want you to be alive. But then they want to sit up and talk about all lives matter. All of this shit is bullshit. And the hypocrisy is alarming. But anyways, let me get up in here for another 8-hour, 9-hour day. Despite the fact that I just worked 8 hours Saturday. And despite the fact that no matter how many hours I work, because I'm a salaried employee, I'm not going to get any extra money. There's no double time here. There's no time and a half. You're salaried. All you get is flex time, which is bullshit in itself. Because as far as I'm concerned, if you work, for example, if you work a Saturday or a Sunday or both days, you should have the option to take a Monday off. Because you didn't get to actually have a weekend. You were working. So anyways, let me get up in here. But like I said, I think we should have a massive countrywide, nationwide, worldwide, global labor strike. Shut it down.